Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are sifting through the rather grim news for Vaxart Incorporated. And let me tell you, it sounds like they might be losing the race to the stock market listing altogether. Before we dive in, if you love getting the real story behind corporate filings, hit that subscribe button and join our Discord community. You'll find the link in the description. So, what is the big news here? Vaxart Incorporated, a company that develops vaccines, received a letter on the 19th of September 2025 from Nasdaq's legal team. The message was clear: you are out. Your stock will be delisted from the Nasdaq stock market. This wasn't a sudden shock. Remember way back on the 27th of August 2025, the Nasdaq hearings panel gave Vaxart a lifeline. They said Vaxart could stay listed, but they had to meet some very specific conditions by certain dates. Those conditions included getting shareholder approval for a reverse stock split and actually completing that split. They also needed to show they met Nasdaq's minimum bid price requirement. Think of it like this. Nasdaq said you need to clean up your act and here is your deadline. And here is where things really went south. Just shy of the shareholder approval deadline, Vaxart decided to pull the plug on their reverse stock split plan. This was a critical step, and by withdrawing it, they essentially sealed their fate with Nasdaq. It is important to remember though that trading of Vaxart Incorporated shares on Nasdaq was already paused back in July. So, this announcement is really just the final confirmation of what many suspected. Where can you find Vaxart Incorporated now? Well, their stock is currently being traded over the counter on the OTCQX Best Market. You can still find it under the ticker symbol VXRT. This is a much less regulated and usually less liquid market than Nasdaq. Think of it as moving from a big bustling city centre to a quieter town square. Now, let's get to the bottom line. Vaxart Incorporated's decision to withdraw their reverse stock split, especially after being given a very specific deadline to fix their listing issues with Nasdaq, is a significant red flag. This suggests they either couldn't get the shareholder support they needed for the split, or they realized they wouldn't be able to meet the other Nasdaq requirements. A reverse stock split is often used by companies to boost their stock price to meet exchange listing rules. When a company fails to do this, it often means they are struggling to maintain investor confidence or financial stability in the public's eye. Being delisted from a major exchange like Nasdaq can make it harder for investors to buy and sell shares and can certainly damage a company's reputation. It can also make it more difficult to raise capital in the future. Looking at this from a broader perspective, Vaxart Incorporated is now operating in a less visible market. While they are still a publicly traded company, this move presents challenges. The core business of developing vaccines is highly competitive and capital intensive. Success in this field requires not only scientific breakthroughs, but also strong financial backing and a solid market presence. Being relegated to the OTC market could hinder their ability to attract new investment, and partnerships crucial for advancing their research and bringing products to market. So, what is the takeaway here? Vaxart Incorporated is facing significant headwinds. The delisting from Nasdaq is a serious setback. It raises questions about their ability to meet regulatory and financial standards and impacts their overall accessibility to investors. While they continue to trade on the OTCQX, their future growth and development will likely be more challenging. The key risk for investors is the reduced liquidity and increased difficulty in accessing information and capital for the company. That is our deep dive into Vaxart Incorporated's latest filing. What are your thoughts on this Nasdaq delisting and what it means for the company? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And don't forget to join our Discord community for even more insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.